very good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all the participants and who are interested to take this NPTEL series of lecture. And the title of the course is Forecasting and Time Series Analysis and its Applications. So, my good name is Raghunandan Sengupta from the IME department at IIT Kanpur. So, as you know, the course will run with an half an hour class or lecture, video lecture per day, and there would be such 5 lectures per week, and after each week there will be an assignment. So, considering the 30 hours of lecture, you will have the corresponding numbers of assignment and they would be one final examination. So, before I come to the details of the course, I am sure all of you know the pattern of the questions for the assignments and for the question paper is a query which is very important from all of your side who are planning to take this course. So, as such, for each assignment which will be based on 1 week lecture, the questions would be directly from the assignments, either theoretical or the concept wise or the small problem solving would be covered. While and each for the question paper, there would be set of questions which would be filling the blanks with the numeric values, multiple choice question with 5 options and only one of them being correct. They would be also, and these questions by the way would be a mix of both qualitative and quantitative divided into subsections in the question paper. And there would also be a set of true and false questions. So, the total marks for the question paper, which is the final one, would be 100 divided into 50 questions with each being of 2 marks with no negative marking. Now, coming back to the coverage of the course. So, forecasting will cover concept of simple forecasting, moving averages, exponential moving averages, and they would be the concept of halt method, halt winter method and all these things, considering both fixed parameter as well as the parameters which are changing. What I mean by fixed parameters and parameters are changing is based on the concept that as you forecast, as you progress, that the data can be anything, I will come to that later on. The parameters for the case of fixed would be chosen as such in order to optimize an idea. And what is that idea also I will discuss. While in the case of the parameters changing, it will basically adjust the parameters based on how you want to optimize. Now, coming back to the optimize or trying to find out what is the best answer for the forecasting, we would have different concepts of trying to optimize. The main focus would be to basically optimize the loss or minimize the error, and error can have different connotations in our problems. While coming into the concept of time series, we will consider the simple arch-Garch method. We will consider what are the concept of lags, we will consider the E-Garch method, the M-Garch method, and all this would be considered. Now, forecasting, which is the first part, would cover problems ranging from production planning to basically time series analysis to prediction of rainfall to prediction of customers coming into shop. While the second focus or time series would be specific to time series data for economics and finance. The main ideal difference between the forecasting and the time series would be based on the fact that the variance or variability is an issue which we have to take care in the case of time series analysis. Now, another very important concept or the relationship, qualitative relationship, I am not talking about quantitative relationship, qualitative would be analyzed in this way that for both forecasting and time series, we would have the past data in order to basically forecast the future. This idea of forecasting and time series analysis is fundamentally different from regression analysis, even though we will have some ideas of regression analysis covered in this course, because in regression analysis we consider there are some variables which are considered as x, and x need not be only one variable, it can be more than one variable, and based on these x's we want to predict for the y value, which is basically what we are trying to do in the forecasting in the time series, trying to predict y based on the past data of y. So, all the apart from solving problems and giving the ideas, theoretical ideas, we would, which is important note for all, we would not be going into the proofs. It will be just be an application based course. And as you know, for this NPTEL course, there will be a TA who would basically try to answer all your questions, and for any queries you are most welcome to write to me, considering you will definitely have the information about my email. Best of luck to all of you who are interested, and I am sure it will be an exciting course for all of you who are planning to take this up on a serious note, to basically either go for the industry or go for banking or go for higher studies, and I am sure we will do our best to give you the best amount of knowledge which is applicable. Thank you very much.